Reiki 3 Lesson 2 Reiki and Symbolism. There are basically three different groups or types of symbols. Each group or type of symbol has its own unique set of beliefs regarding the nature of these symbolic forms. The first group of symbols are those in which the power or ability to create effect is inherent in the form of the symbol. These symbols are often found and used in sacred geometry or the tattvas. The 5 tattva symbols: a yellow square representing earth, a blue circle representing air, a silver crescent representing water, a red triangle representing fire, and an indigo ovoid representing spirit. Tattvas, along with, to a certain extent, yantra mandalas, which are visual tools that serve either as centering devices or a symbolic composition of the energy pattern of a deity, as seen by tantric seers in their visions, are among those in which the actual shape or form is said to directly stimulate the subconscious energy patterns in the brain, body, and energy body or physical and non-physical reality. These symbols are said to contain the power to awaken an ability to create a result or convey mystical information and realization of themselves with no or little action or intention by anyone. The second group envelops the belief that certain objects and symbols like a rosary or prayer beads can be charged or empowered by intention or ritual or proximity to holy places or people to contain the power to cause or create an effect. The third group of symbols are those that are tools or triggers which enable you to connect with and harness an energy, a spiritual function or information, etc., that exists separate from the symbol itself. The symbol is more like a light switch that can turn on the power. The symbol itself does not possess any power on its own. Most of the symbols used in Reiki are kanjis, written words which have esoteric symbolic meaning in some Buddhist traditions. We believe that the Reiki symbols are part of the third group. They are tools, keys, on-off switches to facilitate connection with different aspects of the universal energy for healing. They do not themselves have power. There are often many different ways to draw a particular Reiki symbol, but they are all equally effective in connecting to Reiki, the universal life force. If you look hard enough in your future Reiki study and research, you will find many variations of each symbol. Just remember that all variations will work, and instead of worrying about which one is better, simply focus on the intention and purpose of the symbol. The Reiki symbols are exactly that, symbols. They are not what they represent. The Reiki symbols represent specific energy properties and functions for healing and spiritual enhancement. When anyone who is attuned to Reiki visualizes, draws, or internally or externally intones the name of any of these symbols, it helps them to connect themselves with the Reiki energy and activate the function and specific purpose the symbol represents. The distant attunements, which are provided as part of the home study course, will bestow an automatic ability to work with the different levels of Reiki by intention and use words or thoughts as the activator, as well as by consciously invoking the symbols. Using direct intention to activate the symbol should not be a default or easier substitute, rather than assimilating the information and experiences which you will gain from studying and using the symbols. It is not necessary to understand the meaning of the symbols completely, or even to consciously use them to gain and share the benefits of the Reiki system, though it can enrich your experience to explore the meaning further through study and meditation. The symbols remind us that there are ways to focus on different aspects of the Reiki energy when we use them correctly in our Reiki practice. You may also use Reiki to focus on other aspects and purposes of the universal energy by direct intention. Other systems which have evolved from Reiki, such as Seichim and Karuna, use different symbols to focus on other aspects of the energy. However, you can use Reiki for these functions without further attunements, and with or without the use of the additional symbols. The method of becoming attuned so you have the ability to use Reiki has changed over the years from the way it was originally taught and practiced at the Japanese Reiki Society. In Reiki Ryo, you would meet weekly with fellow members and a master, have a lesson or lecture, and possibly practice or receive healing treatments. After which you would do the Hatsure Ho meditation, during which the master would give you and other members Reiju and empowerment which helps to connect you and deepen your connection to the Reiki energy. Usually this is done gradually in accordance with your own personal development. Possibly, after a period of around about a year or more of this practice and study, you might be invited to learn the second teachings, or second degree as it's known now. In the Hayashi Takata lineage, called Yasui Shiki Ryo, the symbols are more important. The system was set up to teach Reiki faster than the lengthy training in Reiki Ryo. There was more emphasis on symbols and hand positions so that students could connect to Reiki in order to work with the Hayashi clinic before they developed the ability to sense the energy of clients. This is also probably why an attunement process was developed similar to the initiations used in many healing and spiritual traditions, in order to greatly accelerate the clearing and connection and ability to work with the universal energies. The Reiki masters that Madame Takata trained were taught with the emphasis on the symbols and were also sworn to secrecy about the Reiki symbols and other practices.